If you are a gun owner and you live in the Fremont all the way up to Cadillac area in the state of Michigan, also known as House District 101, you need to listen to this very important information about where your two candidates for the Michigan House of Representatives stand on Second Amendment issues. If you don't care about the Second Amendment, please pass this video by. If you do, please listen quickly, share this with your family and friends, and turn out in big numbers on November 5th or in the early voting. If you're watching this video, that means this district is very important to the entire state of Michigan and by extension, the country. So if you're watching this, your vote matters big time. All right, I'm going to kick this right off. I'm Ben Dorr, Executive Director with the Michigan Firearms Association, and you got two candidates, a Republican and a Democrat. We are going to tell you where they stand on these gun rights issues. We're going to kick it off with your current state representative, Joe Fox. The first thing you need to know about Joe is that he filled out his Michigan Firearms Association candidate survey. Let's put that line a little lower. How about that? Right there. 100% pro-gun. He answered every question on the nose, as it should be, as a supporter of the Second Amendment. But more than that, Representative Joe Fox has the votes to back it up. Boy, I'm terrible with these lines today. Here we go. 100% pro-gun voting record. That means that in 2023, he voted no on the Red Flag Gun Confiscation law that was passed here in Michigan. Now, some Republicans sided with the Democrats and voted for this terrible legislation. Joe Fox was not one of them. He voted no, and it's a good thing. So he also voted no on the gun registration bill because he knows that registering your guns with the government will not do a single thing to deter criminals. Criminals don't register their guns. Criminals don't go through background checks. Criminals don't care. Joe Fox knows this. That's why he voted no. Even though it became law, he was a solid no vote on the bill. Finally, he was a no vote on the gun lockup bill, also known as safe storage. It's not safe storage. It's a ridiculous law that was designed only to give props to Gretchen Whitmer in her future federal run for president or VP or something else. Crazy. But Joe Fox was a no vote on this unenforceable law. Because it's common sense. And that's why Representative Fox gets an A rating from the Michigan Firearms Association for his votes and for filling out our candidate questionnaire, 100% pro-gun. Again, all I ask is you get your friends, your family, your neighbors, get to the polls, vote in favor of our Second Amendment rights, all right? We're going to move on to Chris Crain, wants to be the next representative of District 101. Problem with Chris is that he refused to touch the Michigan Firearms Association candidate questionnaire. He does not want voters in this very pro-gun district to know where he stands on these issues. But as we've seen time and time again from people like Chris Crain, he will be a yes vote on an AR-15 ban at the Capitol. That's what the left wants most. Gretchen Whitmer already agreed to sign off on it, to sign the bill into law. They're simply hoping to pick up enough seats this year that they have a safe lead, a safe majority to pass the bill. So they want to be able to let a couple of the rural voters, rural Democrats, vote no, while still having enough of the vote to get the bill passed. That's why we stopped it this year. It's why we were able to stop it last year, because they don't yet have the votes. They're hoping to flip District 101 to add Chris Crain to the yes column for their ban on hunting rifles, hundreds of modern rifles, AR-15s, etc. The next big piece of gun control legislation that Chris Crain would absolutely be a yes vote on is the ammo registration bill. So they're pushing this in Illinois. They're pushing this in Washington State. They already passed this in New York. I think it's being brought before the courts as unconstitutional, which of course it is. So they're pushing this. This is the new frontier of gun control. The left is pushing this everywhere. And if they even come close to thinking they have the votes to get it done in Michigan, they're going to push it through. And Chris Crain will be a yes vote on that bill. Finally, magazine bans. They've been talking about this for years. They want to ban 30-round mags. They want to ban 20-round mags. They even want to ban 10-round mags, put us back to the 7-round capacity, which is an automatic illegalizing of many pistols that don't take 7-round magazines. They want us to go back and use, Dirty Harry style revolvers like in the 60s and 70s, which anybody who shoots firearms knows that revolvers are not nearly as safe. They're not nearly as easy to handle, to shoot accurately as our modern firearms, but they don't care. They want to ban the magazines. They want to make sure that gets done. We're opposed to it. It's gun control. It's unconstitutional. It violates our Second Amendment. Chris Crain will be a yes vote for this. And that's why we're convinced that Crain will be an enemy of the Second Amendment if he makes it up there, voting in lockstep with Metro Detroit, Metro Lansing state reps to take away our Second Amendment rights, pretending that they're dealing with their inner city violent crime by doing so. But I'm sorry, having Joe the farmer lock his shotgun in a safe is not going to make Detroit safer. This is a lie that they're pushing on the entire populace, and that's why Chris Crain gets a big F rating from the Michigan Firearms Association. Guys, that is all the information we have on these two candidates. Again, Michigan is such an important state. District 101 is such an important district. We're asking you to get out, vote pro-gun, vote in favor of our Constitution, vote in favor of our freedom. Let's take our state back.